One of the engines exploded at 40,000 feet, and passengers screamed in panic. The captain yelled, "Get the pilot from seat 14. This isn't just a story about a flight. It's about the moment I realized my own sister had plotted to erase me from our family's entire legacy, only for the universe to put her life, and 300 others, directly in my hands. My name is Cassidy, and if you've never been to a family funeral that felt more like a cutthroat corporate takeover, consider yourself lucky." Just 3 days after my father, James Nguyen, passed away, there were no tears, no heartfelt eulogies, just the sterile hum of air conditioning and a will being read over lukewarm hotel coffee. My sister, Leona, was holding court, a CEO on bonus day, practically radiating power. She didn't even glance at me when I walked in. That's just how it had been since I enlisted. I wasn't the daughter with the law degree, the investment firm, or the Manhattan penthouse. I was the one who wore boots and saluted for a living. "Cassidy," she'd said flatly, as if reading my name off a grocery list. "Didn't expect you to show up all the way from wherever you're stationed these days." "Ramstein Air Base," I'd replied. She just nodded like I told her I was working at a gas station, then turned back to the attorney, already checking something off her legal pad. Probably my name off the asset distribution list. Dad's will was short. Too short. Suspiciously clean. Leona was listed as primary executor, managing all remaining real estate, investments, and family accounts. My inheritance? A sealed envelope and a curt, "Thank you for your service." Inside there was a single post-it note. "Your father admired your discipline. He wanted you to have this." It was his old military challenge coin from the Korean War, and a photo of him next to a fighter jet in 1975. That was it. No house, no savings, not even the watch he used to wear every day. To Leona, I was just a decoration, a uniform at the funeral for optics. "I hope you're not planning to wear that full get-up on the flight home," she'd smirked later, as we stood at the check-in counter in Lisbon Airport. "It's my uniform," I replied, a calm I barely felt. "Sure," she'd sneered. "And I suppose it comes with a little respect me button on the collar?" If I weren't so used to that tone, it might have stung. But I was. Snide comments dressed as jokes. Condescension sugar-coated in sisterly concern. That was Leona. We boarded Skybridge 30072 to Denver, with a layover in the Azores in business class. "Not my choice, Leona booked it. It would look strange otherwise," she declared. She took the window, of course. I took the aisle. The empty seat between us felt like a metaphor, but even that wasn't enough space to avoid her attitude. And I was right. "You know," she said after takeoff, sipping her Chardonnay, "Dad really wanted us to work together. I think he hoped you'd eventually grow out of the military thing and come home." "I didn't know being stationed overseas was a personality flaw," I retorted. She gave a little laugh. "It's just some people use the army to escape. Others use it to avoid growing up. And one sticks." Classic Leona. Her way of calling me a coward without saying the word. I turned to the in-flight entertainment screen, scrolling through movies I didn't want to watch, just needing an excuse not to look at her. I thought that was it. Then she leaned in, her voice a casual whisper, and dropped the bomb. "You do know you're no longer in the will, right?" I froze. She smiled, slow and deliberate. "The mental health clause. It disqualifies beneficiaries with unresolved psychological records." I stared at her. "What are you talking about?" "Oh, Cassidy," she sighed dramatically. "Remember that eval after Syria? The 3 months of mandatory leave? It's not personal." Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.